Good afternoon. Oh, you're not answering. Okay. In many African Christian homes, you find a poster which goes, Christ is the head of this house, the unseen guest at every meal, the silent listener to every conversation. The message of this poster has remained with me, which I saw in the homes of Christians in Malawi as I was growing up. It has helped to sustain me at times when I could not name in any meaningful way the pain of the abuse that I went through. Silence about violence against women is atrocious. In my work as program executive for World Council of Churches, with its membership of 345 churches and 580 million Christians, as I work with women, young and old, I realize how faith can be a dilemma. Unfortunately, there are no readily available resources, spiritual resources, that help to name and break the violence against sexual abuse. This reality of missing spiritual resources to help name and break the violence is what has made me to work on developing such at Harvard Divinity School, where I am a visiting scholar right now. To do this kind of work was not very easy. I had to first name my own violence. And it was triggered actually by a young girl that I encountered in Chiang Mai in Thailand, who was trafficked and sexually violated at the age of 14. As the group that I was leading came to this center where she was the first person that I saw. And I had an epiphany, looking into her eyes, to discover that actually she was not in her body. She was so detached. You know, sexual violence at the young age causes a lot of dilemma. The dilemma of why did such a thing happen to me? The fear and obedience to the threats that the abuser sometimes can tell you, as well as the lingering hope that somehow justice might happen and the abuser might be punished. As one grows into adulthood, the reality of this pain lives on, the pain of unresolved dilemma, and sometimes the unfulfilled hope. Can religion play an important role in resolving such a dilemma? Can the dilemma of whether I'm really guilty or not guilty, of whether there can be, you know, like justice, or there is damnation, or there is forgiveness. These dilemmas, the dilemma that whether what I experienced, was it sexual or was it something else? Do we have, in our spiritualities, do we have the resources that can help us, you know, resolve such dilemma, or at least help us live with them? I believe, for me, that message of the poster that I started talking about, a God who is a silent listener, is the message that really has helped me. So I believe in a God who is loving and forgiving. But this God is a just God. Because this is the God who created sex as a beautiful, pleasurable gift. What I experienced had nothing to do with sex. It was a violation. It was the distortion of a gift which is supposed to be holy and beautiful. It was a robbery of something that was supposed to help me understand and be in deep communion with myself, and be in communion with other bodies, and also even my communion with the divine. This God that created such a beautiful gift of sexuality is also a just God. And because this God is a just God, I cannot be silent when abuse happens. Today, I'm wearing black as part of a World Council of Churches campaign, Thursdays in Black, towards a world without rape and violence. My encounter with the 14-year-old helped me, challenged me to work towards naming, breaking the violence, the silence, and working together in accompaniment, in solidarity towards healing. I hope and pray that my story will inspire you to do the same. Thank you.